All right, guys. Assalamu alaikum. We are here for another booster session. And I'm excited for this one. I'm going to do a few little different things. I always like to mix it up. And I like to change things up a little bit. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about sales. Okay. So I know I've been giving a lot of feedback in terms of websites and brands and things like that in the previous sessions. But today I want to dive a little bit more into clients, right? And the reason why is because I feel like, you've come onto this program, but I know there's that little seed in your mind, which is, am I even going to get any clients on board, right? So that is what we're going to jump into this session today. Okay. Now, before I do that, I'm going to start off with the story. I will start with the story just to kind of, share something and get the party started, right? So a few weeks ago, a family member was talking to me and he was saying he works in like central London. And he was saying that, he was, walking in central London and a guy came to him. He was looking very smart. And this guy said to him, listen, I've got a problem. Can you help me, please? And he said, sure. How can I help? He goes, look, I've lost my phone and I need to call my wife to come and pick me up. Okay. So can I just borrow your phone to just give her a quick call? And he said, of course, like the poor guy's probably just finished from work. He's not able to get home, so this family member, he gave him the phone. So he started dialing and then he does a runner. Yeah. He ran so fast and he just stole his phone. All right. He just stole his phone. And he was like, this family member was shocked, like, oh my God, like my phone's just been stolen. But the guy looked smart. He didn't look like he was a robber. And the speed in which he ran, he can tell he's done this before. Right. So we're having this conversation. And then the same week, I went for Jummah. Okay. I went for the Jummah prayer, the Friday prayer. And then after prayer Jummah, I came out and I saw a car and there was a lady in the car and she came to me. She goes, excuse me. And I'm like, yes, hello. And, she was like, listen, I need to see I lost my daughter. She's like somewhere around here near the shopping center. I've can't find my phone. I've lost it. Can I borrow your phone to call her? And I'm like, okay, well, number one, she can't run, right? But she's got a car. So if I give her my phone, she's gone, right? So I'm like, okay, I know your trick that you're trying to play here. I'm not gonna fall for this trick. And especially on this road, once I was stopped by a guy in a nice BMW wearing nice clothes, and he's like, look, this is I work for BMW, showed me a little certificate. And he goes, look, I got these watches. We weren't able to sell it. They're a couple of £100, but I'm happy to give it to you. Right. And I know that he was scamming me because I've seen somebody did that before and I searched it and I saw that this is a common thing that people do. So I said to him, listen, they're fake, aren't they? You got them from like online China. And he's like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was like, I know. Yeah, I've seen this before. And I was like, listen, bro, like what, instead of doing this, you're a good salesman. I can tell straight off the bat. Why don't you go into high ticket sales? You'll make a good money and you're doing something that's legitimate, right? And he's like, what's high ticket sales? And I said to him, look, send me your number. I started sharing some videos and I tried to motivate him to get on the right path. But he was like, he makes thousands of pounds just walking around trying to sell fake watches, right? So I had that experience. So this lady was like, can I use your phone? And I'm like, I know what she's going to do. The moment I give my phone to her, that's it. She's driven off, my phone's gone. Yeah. So then what happened was at that point, I was like, I just finished Jummah. Maybe she actually needs help. Let me take a risk here. Maybe this is my chance to do a good deed. Okay. So I thought, let me be a bit smart. I said, all right, here's my phone. What's the number? So she put it in and I said to her, I go, I'll dial it. I'm going to hold the phone and you can speak. She goes, fine. So it dialed. A girl on the other side answered. And then the lady was like, hey, it's me. Look, I've left my phone at home. This is where I am. Can you, come and meet me here? She goes, yeah, fine, cool. Hangs up. And then the lady was like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You've helped me so much. And da da da. And I walked off. And I was like, wow, you know, I just did a good deed after praying Jummah. I just helped somebody that needed help. Now, what is the lesson that I want to share with you here for a moment, right? There's a lot of times I've spoken to members in the community, and they're like, you know, back in the day, I put money in with a business partner. He took my money, or I did some Forex thing and I lost that, or I did some Bitcoin thing and they stole my money, and this happened and that happened. And, you know, because of that, they get more skeptical than most people. Okay. And not just that, they don't get more skeptical. A lot of them I see, they get paralyzed in taking any action. They get paralyzed out of fear that, oh my God, am I going to make another mistake? So they don't take any new action, right? So I know that a lot of you in this community have maybe tried something, you've done something in the past where maybe you might have lost money, or you've had a bad experience, or something didn't work out, or you've had a failed business, or so on and so forth. But the lesson I want everyone to learn is, just because you've had past bad experiences does not mean future opportunities are also bad. Does that make sense? Yeah. So just because you've had some bad experiences in the past doesn't mean future opportunities are also going to be bad, right? In the same way, just because I heard that somebody stole a phone when they needed help doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. I almost lost out in getting good deeds, right? And that is the same with anything, you know, in life generally. Things can happen, but we move on, and it shouldn't stop you from trying something else and taking action. And sometimes, you know, people around you are like, don't do that again. This could be this could be this. But the mindset I want you to understand is 80% of your success with business in a whole is going to be your mindset. The more motivated, the more committed, the more willing you are for taking action, and the positive mind that you have, that is what's going to define how successful you're going to be. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and jump into, like I said, I've got something a little bit different planned for you all today. So I've got slides. Today. Osman, how you doing? Osman, you okay?
Yeah, good, bro.
Cool. All right. So let me share some slides with you.
With me?
No, not you, everyone. God, Osman's in a funny mood today. He's got his
I'm in a
energy
very
after being,
funny mood. I don't know
he's got
why. I think today, out of all the days, because I was still having symptoms, so today I think I've had the least symptoms, so I've been really hyper. I've even been like getting on Haroon's nerves today.
he always gets my nerves, but extra today. But he's like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm like, dude, just relax. You just recovered, right? All right. Can everyone share? Can everyone see my screen? Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
I can see it.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So, all right. Let me jump into it. Okay. So very quickly, let me remind you why you're here. Okay. And I always do very small reminders every week just to remind you of things. So sometimes if I even sound repetitive, it's because I'm saying it to just really install it into your mind. Okay. So the reason why you're here is you understand that there is what we call a 9 to 5 slave life, right? And that is where you are working in a 9 to 5, where your money is capped. You don't have passion for what you're doing. There's no room to grow. You have to work for other people at certain times, and often have to deal with people you don't necessarily want to deal with. Okay. And you do this from the age normally between 21 to 65, where a big chunk of your life is essentially just working just to put food on the table. And especially if you're then in a position where you have to buy a house, then, and you know, you got to pay for bills, you got to pay for the mortgage, you got to pay for more food on the table because you've got kids now. So you're just stuck in this system and you never change. But the reality is you're making somebody else rich at the end of the day. Okay. You're making somebody else money, and you can't scale your income, and you don't have control over your timings or even your location, right? In which, however, the entrepreneur life is a world where we need to work towards, where we have our own business, where we can decide how much money we're going to make. There's no cap on money. We're passionate because it's our own business. We've got massive growth because you're developing skills. You got your own timings because it's your own life now. And you can build a dream team around you. Like I've got Osman. I love working with him. And I've got many other members in the team. You've been speaking to Zaina and others, even more in the background. But, you build a dream team of people you enjoy working with instead of having to work with people just because they work in the same office as you. So when you do go and move towards the entrepreneur life, you've got time freedom, you've got money freedom because you can make more than what you currently are. You've got location freedom. You're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and you're reaching your full potential. But when you do earn more money, it allows you to contribute and gives you the power to help your family have a better quality life. It allows you to give a better quality life and support your community. It allows you to support the country back home that you're from. It allows you to support charitable causes, right? So it gives you the power to do more, all right? So if you're in a position where you're 9 to 5 and you want to become in the entrepreneur life, you need a vehicle that is going to get you from A to B, okay? Or A to Z. And that is what this program is, okay? So the AI Launch Academy, as you know, again, I'm just summarizing it all for you, just so you're very clear. What this focuses is the AI Launch Academy Club is all about helping you start and scale your own AI agency and scaling it to between 3 to 10K a month. Okay. Now, to fast track you, I've built the business for you. So it's fully set up, it's ready. And all you're going to be doing is just selecting the niche and then tailoring the system towards the niche that you've selected. All right. So number one, you're getting the business. Okay. We've done the done for you sales agent, which is WhatsApp, email, voice. Then you've got premium training. So you access the training. You start off the introduction, then the module 1, then module 2, module 3, and you carry on. And then from there, we're giving you VIP mentorship. So Osman this week has been doing really, really well, catching up and catching up with everyone, especially after being so ill. And he's taking lead in supporting you and making sure you're supported and everything's in a good position. Then you've got this beautiful community as well. You're meeting each other every Fridays on these sessions. We've got the community portal where the training portal is. You're seeing a lot of amazing members. And at the time when I was building this, I wanted to sell it for a lot of money because it's a done for you business. I wanted to charge £10,000. Okay. But what I decided is to give all of it for free. And the only thing you need to think about is just covering the cost of the AI tools. Okay. As mentioned in the previous video and even in the application. So there was an important reason why I wanted to do it for free, which I'm going to get to. But the whole goal for this, for the moment, is first and foremost, we will need to replace that 9 to 5. All right. So let's say you've got a client and you're charging them the full AI system for 1,000 a month. And let's say your salary is 3,000 a month. That means you need only 3 clients. Okay. And the cool thing about this is once you build the system, it's automated. It works by itself. Right. So in that way, you're getting a recurring income coming in, month out, and that allows you to have time freedom and that allows you to have money freedom. Now, once you've got at least once you've matched how much you're making in your 9 to 5, then you can go full time and you can scale it to 5, 10K, 20K, 50K and beyond. Okay. Now, the journey ahead, I just want to clear everyone in terms of what the expectations is, right? So there's approximately 8 modules. There's most likely going to be more, but roughly about 8 modules that you're going to be using to build the AI agency from scratch. Even if you don't have experience, step by step, you're going to launch the business, land clients, create a recurring income by delivering these AI solutions, these AI sales solutions. So module number 1 was all about picking your niche. Module number 2 is all about building your brand, your website. Module number 3 is then setting up the foundations of your business. Module number 4 is all about setting up the first AI system, which is the WhatsApp AI system. And then module number 5 is all about getting your first client and having your first client on board. And the way we do that is we create a powerful free trial offer so that we give it to your potential customers and they've got no reason to say no. So then in that time, we give them massive value, show them massive results. And then we implement module number 6, which is conversion mastery, which is turning those prospects into paying clients. Okay. Then module 7 kicks in, which is now how do we fulfill on that client and deliver results with confidence. And then module number 8 is you followed the process. How do you now scale it? How do you automate it? And how do you delegate it? So you've got full freedom and full growth. Okay. So what my expectation for you is in month number 1, I expect you to complete module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. that is setting the foundations of your business. That's your niche, your brand, your business, and the AI system. Okay. Now, module 5, 6, 7, 8 is what I hope for you to complete in month number 2. So my goal is for you to get your first client in month number 2. Okay. And by month number 2 to 3, you should be able to turn those clients into paying customers. All right. So my goal is for you to get an ROI, return on investment, not even a return on investment, but your first paying client within the first 3 months in a way that it's covered your costs for the tools, and it's going to cover and it's going to pay for all the business costs coming for the months ahead. So you can just focus on growing, scaling, and going beyond your current income. All right. Now, obviously, people have different paces. For some of you, it may take a little bit longer, and that's absolutely fine, as long as you're taking consistent action. For some of you, it's even quicker, right? So it is at your own pace. So if you ever feel like I'm feeling behind, don't worry about it, right? Because as long as you're taking action, whether we get there in 2 months or 3 months or 4 months or whatever, as long as we get there, we're going to be working together for the long term. So we're going to be supporting you throughout the journey. Okay. Now, one thing I want you to understand is this program is not a get rich quick scheme. All right. And it's going to take effort, and it's going to take grind to get it up and running. But once it's up and running, it's going to be difficult initially, but it becomes easier down the line. Right. So the initial effort that you put in the first 1-2 months is the most effort that you're going to put in. And maybe you may not even initially, when you're getting getting free trials, you might not have that much income initially. Okay. But then after that, you've got your first paying client, and then you start automating it. Then you get your next client, then you get your next client, then you get your next client, and then you keep getting more clients, and you've built the system, and then you're automating it. So 3, 6, 9, 12 months down the line, what I want you to be in a position is you got 10 clients paying 1K a month, where your income, your money's gone up. Okay. And then the effort that you're putting in to service those clients, because it's an AI system and it's automated, the level that you need is very minimal. And then from there, you can hire low-cost virtual assistants to do some of the admin work. So you're going to be earning a lot, doing a little bit of work, but over time, it becomes easy. All right. So this is your learning phase. Okay. So give yourself the opportunity to learn, to grow, to make the effort, to make mistakes. But then as time goes, it's going to get easier and easier. All right. So look, the reason why I didn't charge for the program is because my number one goal was to create the number one AI business community in the world. Okay. And the reason is because AI is the future. Okay. This is an industry that's going to go rapidly over the next 10 years. It's going to change industries in ways you cannot even imagine. Right. So we are here not just to participate, we're going to dominate. And for us to be able to dominate, we need a unique power that no one else has. And that unique power is our AI Launch Club members. Okay. This is our community that we're going to work together to grow a profitable business individually, but we're going to be able to use that knowledge, that information, that experience together to support each other in achieving far more, much quicker. Right. So, for example, if you were to do this by yourself, it's like a stick by itself. It's breakable. But together as a unit, when we work together, we become unbreakable. It's going to be very difficult to fail. So, for example, imagine one of our members achieves an amazing result, okay? Achieves something amazing, okay? Then they can share it with everyone else. What was it that made this student successful, okay? And, even if everyone followed the same niche, the same process, the same system, it's there. We can share it with everyone. Okay. And that is the beauty of this community is I want it to be like a family that you're going to support everyone and everyone is supporting you like a family. And I don't want everyone to have a mindset of, oh, what if they take my money and customers and clients and things like that, right? Because the more you support others, the more others are going to support you. There's enough clients that even if everyone did the same thing, there's hundreds of thousands of businesses out there that need these services. We're not even a drop in the ocean. All right. And I'll give you a quick example, a story. Like there was a brother that once came to me and he said to me, listen, I've never done online business before. Can you partner with me? I'll give you 50% if you do an online business with me. I'll give you 50% of of what I make, right? If you just partner with me. And at the time, like I didn't really know the guy. I wasn't confident in partnering with this guy. So I just said, look, I don't want to partner with you, but I'll just teach you how to do it. Okay. A few years later, after teaching him, his business had grew. He collectively generated over $10 million in sales. Okay. He became a very good friend of mine. Until this day, I joke around with him to say, if I did a partnership with you, I would have made a lot more money. All right. Instead of just showing you how to do it. But then he started doing other businesses and implementing other strategies. And then he started teaching me those strategies that allowed my business to grow that I'm implementing now as well. Okay. So understand that when you help other people, it's going to come back to you as well. And that is why the most important and the most unique element of this whole program is the community that we're building, because we were going to be dominating for the next 10 years. Okay. Now I just want to say congratulations for first and foremost being approved into the program in and of itself, because if I just show you this screenshot, we've got a sheet of all the people we rejected, right? We reject around 60% of the people in the program that applied to be a part of the program, all right, for different reasons. And I just wanted to just show you some proof. Like I actually have a list of people we've rejected, okay? So I want you to understand that this is like a massive opportunity for you to be a part of something massive. And my expectations is you follow the process, you complete the module step by step, take action, okay, take massive action and build the momentum. You set up the tools. If you haven't created your Profit Machine account, the AI system that we're going to need to build your business and support clients, make sure you do it on this call while we're on this call, on this session. Osman, if you can even share the link, right? Make sure you do it now, all right? The next, and because it's like, what's the point going through the videos and not taking any action? You're not gonna achieve anything, all right? So you need to have the Profit System account set up for you to be able to take action and actually build this. Usman's gonna submit it in the comment section, right? Next thing is stay accountable. Post your wins, give us your progress, tell us your challenges, and in the groups, in the WhatsApp group, every week, let us know, this is my plan today. This is what I'm doing. If you're lazy, you're depressed, you're tired, you've had bad personal issues, let us know, like, look, I just need a few days, I just need to recover, but keep us updated, okay? And for you also, plug into these weekly sessions and also commit to the long term. Understand that it's going to take a positive mind, it's consistency, and it's going to be long-lasting success, right? And I do want to say, those people that come on and they don't message us in the group, we have to chase them. They don't take any action. They don't sign up for the tools needed to take action, and we can just see that they're not making those efforts, okay? We're gonna obviously contact you and provide support if you've got any questions or issues. But if we honestly see you're not making any effort at all, we're gonna have to kick you out, right? Because I would rather put my effort in those people that like you guys that are on the webinar than work trying to push and motivate somebody that isn't committed themselves to actually take action, right? So even if this doesn't mean if you're slow, we're going to be annoyed with you, or if you've got personal issues or anything like that, don't worry about that at all. But these are these are people that are like overly skeptical. They're not taking actions. They're just wasting time. Okay. I can't be bothered for that. I ain't got time for that. So your commitment is you need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the smartest, the fastest, and the most experienced. You just need to be the one who doesn't stop. Success isn't about luck. It's about showing up when others give up. Okay. So if you're committed, take daily action, you follow the path laid out, this program will change your life, inshallah. And the only question is how are you going to be committed till the end? All right. So let's go ahead and jump into what we're going to be jumping into today, which is getting clients. All right. I'm actually excited to be honest. I wasn't actually going to share this today because it's in the modules ahead. All right. And I didn't want to go into this at this point in time, but I felt that the reason why I wanted to dive a little bit more into this on this session today is because I know that if you just start seeing what's coming up in the modules ahead, it's going to keep you motivated to just go beyond any hurdles you have and take any complete actions that you have for you to move forward in the right way. All right. So there is 3 types of clients that you're going to be able to bring on. All right. So the first one is what I call the fishes. Okay. Can I just hear in the comment section, comment 1 if you can still hear and see me. I just want to make sure that everyone is fully engaged, right? Because we're jumping into more deeper training. Just comment in the comment section. Like, okay, cool. I can see the ones coming in. Awesome. Osman's also sent the link to create the Profit Machine software account. So if you haven't done that, I've just sent it as well. Make sure you get that done. All right, cool. Okay, back to my screen. Okay, so you should be able to see my slides. So number 1 is the fishes. This is the beginner stage. Okay, now the reason why I wanted to do this is because a brother the other day said, shall I go and connect with some of the big companies like I think he said like a B&Q, which is probably like, I don't know, $100 billion company. I don't know, right? But you're going to really struggle to get to those people. Yeah. Like those companies that are well established, and you're coming in new, right? You're going to struggle, right? So what you want to start off with is catching, like, when you go fishing, the first step is you want to catch some fish. Yeah. So these are businesses that are kind of like, just building up, right? They're profitable, they've got something going on, and you're going to help them grow. All right. So what we're going to do to get them, we're going to offer free trials. We're going to move over to even low ticket deals to start with. It could be £100 to £500 a month. Okay. In that way, you've offered a free trial. You've got yourself in a position where you've got some money coming in. You've got your first, you get some results, you get some testimonials, you get some case studies. All right. And the transition goal is, look, once they see results, once they're like, oh, this guy's awesome, then he or she is making me more money than I'm giving them, then you can move up to 1K a month retainer. All right. So for example, if you start off with WhatsApp, then you can move over to the emails, then you can move over to the dialing system, and you can grow and even offer other things that I'm going to be providing for you to offer them as well, right? Be it website, social media, things like that, and lead generation and client generation. So I'm going to create some awesome offers for you to sell to them, right? And you want to get to like a good 1K a month, right? And then from there, the client type of profile that you're looking for is small businesses or solopreneurs, maybe doing 10K a month to 50K a month revenue. So, they don't necessarily want to afford big agencies, but they're happy if you go in and generate them more sales, right? So, the reason why you want to start here is they're going to be easier to close. It builds your confidence, and, it allows you to get that proof and that confidence much, much quicker. All right. So start off with these type of companies that are doing 5, 10K, even 5K to 50K a month. What you don't want to do is like companies that are completely new, and they don't have any leads coming in, and they're not established, and they're like, completely brand new. Obviously, you want to avoid those type of businesses. Yeah. The next thing is the sharks. All right. So once we've got some fishes on board, the next stage is we want to jump into some sharks. This is like intermediate stage, right? So here, what we're going to get you to do is we're going to get you to start charging even more, right? So anywhere 1K to 3K a month, right? Or even the good thing about these companies is you can charge them for months ahead. Yeah. So you can, hold on, somebody's off mute. Yeah. So you can charge them to say, look, here's my clients. These are the results I've got. You got to pay 3 months in advance, or 12 months in advance, or 6 months in advance, right? So imagine you charge somebody 12 months in advance and you say to them, look, I'm going to do this for 12 months. But if you pay in advance for the whole year, I'll give you 2 free months. So that's £10,000 in your pocket, just like that. Yeah. So what I'm going to direct you towards, once you've got some experience with the fish, okay, I'm going to start getting you to sell even higher offers where you're going to charge people up front. Let's say 3K, 6K, 12K, you're going to charge much higher amounts for months ahead. All right. So the client profile is, these are ideally businesses doing like 50K to 250K a month in revenue. All right. Sometimes can be even less, like 25K plus, but ideally 50K to 250K is the sharks. Now, the reason they're valuable is because they'll have more consistent cash flow. So for them to like just spend, they've got marketing budgets, so they're willing to just pay for stuff, right? As long as you give them a proven result. And this is the reason why the training's so powerful, is the reason why I've niched you down so much is because you can then go to those same niches and you can go to the sharks there and you're like, this is a proven system exactly tailored for you. And they're like, wow, take my money. Okay. So what you need is, once you've got 2-3 solid case studies, then I'm going to get you to start going for the sharks. All right. The next thing is the whales. Oh yeah. Okay. So there's the whales. All right. So this is your advanced stage, right? Once you've really built a solid foundation, you've gone through the sharks, you've gone through, building some even better case studies, then you want to go after the big boys, right? And you're going to charge much, much more. And by this time, your offer is going to be much more complex than it is right now. So it's not a simple offer. There's going to be more that I'm going to get you to add so that you can even get to a position where you can charge 10K a month or more, right? So these are businesses doing 250K to $1 million a month in revenue. So them paying 10K a month for proven results, they will, it's peanuts for them. Okay. If you want to get rich, sell to the rich. All right. So the reason why they're game changers is if you have one whale, they will replace 10 fish clients. Okay. But they expect serious results, weekly reporting, and strong systems. So that's why we're going to take time to build up to that. All right. So the time that you're going to go after them is when you've got a proven track record and a team and a system where you can handle that complexity. All right. So that is the vision of where I'm going to be taking you over the coming months and even years. All right. So the first stage of getting the fish is we're going to start off and the module getting your first client. I've developed what I call the client magnet offer. Okay. So the client magnet offer is that trial that is going to say, once you give it to them, they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead, right? It's going to be easy. Okay. Now, the reason why you need this free trial offer is because when you connect with cold audiences, they just see you as a stranger. They don't trust you. So we need to bridge that gap as quick as possible for them to be like, wow, this is actually good. Yeah. I like what you're offering me. Give me more. So it's like, have you ever had one of those days where it's really hot and then somebody, or let's just say somebody said to you, look, I've got the best ice cream ever, but you've never met them. You're not going to buy the ice cream. But if they say, look, here, try a free scoop. Okay. And then you're like, okay, that is a good ice cream. Yeah. Then you're like, okay, cool. Let me go buy a tub of this. Yeah. So it's the same with your offer. You're going to give them a bit of a taste of your service. You're going to show them how amazing it is. And then they're like, give me the tub. All right. Now, who wants to just see how to get some leads? Who wants to see some leads? Yeah. Should we just go just because I know you're like, okay, cool. Well, how am I going to get these leads and all this, right? Somebody comment below what niche you're in. Just somebody just like give me a niche or something. All right, cool. All right. Let me just open up. Cool. Give me a second. Google, and I'm going to open ChatGPT. I'm going to hopefully show you some magic. Cool. Just comment in the comment section one if I've still got your attention. Everyone's engaged. Everyone's ready for some magic. Cool. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay, cool. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. Somebody, let's see what people said in their niche. Where's my text? Where's my chat gone? Oh, here you go. When I share my screen, can you see yourselves? Like, can you see all the people? Usman, can you see everyone when I share my screen? Not on my screen, yeah? All right, that's fine.
Yeah, only a few people.
That's fine, because I'm sharing my screen, but I guess it doesn't record the Zoom. All right, cool. So we got dentist, hair care, tuition. Let me try tuition. Let's try tuition. Let's just Hold on, wait. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes,
Cool. All
we
right.
see.
Cheers. All right. So let's try this. Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to go to Google, and in brackets you take this. It says WhatsApp. Cool. Maybe this one. So tuition. Okay. So let's see tuition, and then we're gonna search WhatsApp. Cool. All right. So let's see if it works here. Cool. All right. So what you'll start seeing is tuition companies or tutors, let's say that's your niche, who have WhatsApp, okay, and you'll start seeing numbers. All right. Let's do another trick. What I'm going to get you to do is get this and num equals 100, and in your Google search, go to the end, and you paste it there. Why did I do that? Is because then it shows me 100. It shows me 100. What's it called? Potentials, right?
sorry, I think someone else shared their screen.
Somebody sharing. Usman, is somebody shared their screen?
Yeah.
Who's sharing their screen, guys? Somebody's sharing this. Stop sharing screens. Who shared their screens?
I think it was an accident. Must have been an accident from someone.
But is my screen shared?
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Harun, just letting you know where you put tuition,
Yeah.
open quote, WhatsApp, you didn't put the close quote.
Cheers, mate. See that?
Yeah,
that
that's
is,
probably
that,
why.
That's why I like you.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you.
All right. So what this does is that it does a search to anyone that's there. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So you've got these tuitions come up, and you can see some of them are gonna have WhatsApp. Okay. Some of them's international for some reason, but that's fine. Let's just have a look. Cool. But what you'll do is you'll find some UK based ones as well. All right. For some reason, I don't know if I'm on a VPN or something. It shouldn't be. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put tuition WhatsApp London. Let's try that. All right, cool. All right. So you got Kensington, and they've got WhatsApp on their site. Okay. This one here has also got WhatsApp on their site. This one here, you've got WhatsApp. You've got another WhatsApp. Okay. Right. So imagine these are your leads. All right. So what you're going to do now is I could literally scrape all of this, yeah, in seconds. Okay. But what I'm going to do is, hold on, let me jump here. I'm going to take this prompt. I made this prompt. Okay. So the prompt is, you are my lead researcher, data enricher. I will paste a list of raw leads copied with Google. Your job is to extract all valuable information, i.e. the business details, add any missing information, format it, and so on and so forth, right? I'm not going to go into too much detail, yeah? Right, so that is what I've done there, okay? So now let's have a look at some of these, all right? So let's say I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, cool? All right, let's say I copy that and I chuck it into there, okay? And now it's going to do its magic, okay? It does a bit of search. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Right? Isn't that amazing? Yeah? Now you got leads to sell to. You got leads, all right? You got your business name. It tells you who the owner is. It tells you their email. It tells you their WhatsApp number. It tells you their website. It tells you their social media. It tells you where they are, right? So what I'm going to get you to do when you get to your section, which is get my first client, okay, I'm going to get you to make a list like this of 100 leads, potential leads within your given niche, right? So let's say you've got Adnan. Is Adnan Khan is not in our group, is he? Imagine, right? Okay, so he's a head teacher, all right? But I've got his number right here, yeah? Imagine I'm offering, somebody said they're offering something to tuitions. I can message him, Assalamu alaikum Adnan bhai. Yeah? Who the hell is this? Right, cool. Anyway, you get it. I'm gonna give you a script, yeah, so it's not dodgy, but you get my point, right? Again, and shall I tell you the cool thing? Yeah, is I've got a way to automate all of this. It will scrape your leads. It will email them. It will send them a message on their phone. Okay, and it will get you the responses of people that are actually interested. All right. In the module, get your first client. I don't give you the automated side yet because I want you to go in and actually immerse and give yourself as much chance as possible to talk to these clients earlier on, because you're going to learn so much about your industry that you're going to be working with, right? But look, within the space of 5 minutes, I've got I've got a group of people that I can start selling my service to. Yeah. Is it guys, is it me, or am I just like a bit weird, or do you find that really cool? Yeah. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. Like, you get it. Yeah. So look, like I said, guys, I've laid out the journey, and sometimes maybe I don't share the full journey with you. It's not because I don't care. It's just because I don't like to overwhelm you with information, right? Even the module after that, like where I'm going to create your conversion module, I'm going to be giving you something in there that has that has been the number one thing that has allowed my businesses to scale to 7 figures plus again and again. Yeah, it's going to blow your mind, right? So anyway, I hope you found that beneficial. Okay. So my point being is, yeah, let me just stop sharing my screen for a minute. Have I stopped or what?
You're still sharing your screen, bro.
How do I unshare? Hold on. It's not even. I don't know how to not share.
Go to Zoom.
Yeah, I'm there. Hold on. It says share, and then it says like
So on the top, it should say stop sharing.
I don't. Can you share your screen for a second, and then unshare it? Maybe that will work.
Hold on. I doubt it.
For some reason, normally I have this option here, but the options just vanished. If you can share yours, and then maybe that.
No.
Is my camera's not even on?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
What have I done, guys? I'm here. Can you see me? Hello?
I can see you in your little box. Yeah.
In my little box. Oh,
yeah.
God. Anyway, I'll figure it in a second, yeah?
Adil says ask ChatGPT.
Okay. My point being, guys, is I just wanted to share some of that with you because I wanted you to understand where we're going. All right. I wanted you to get a bit more motivated towards pushing yourself to actually start talking to clients, okay, and start offering services and start making money, right? I think some of you are definitely getting towards that. So we're going to need to, put some, increase the gears as we go. But, I hope that was a big motivation for you to get some more value and to give you a bit of a taster of the things that are coming up, right? So Osman, if you can jump in for a minute, while I just fix my life. Can you jump in and just
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what I'm doing now.
I think in the chat, I just want to get some feedback. Just want to get
Osman,
some
feedback. I can see it's working.
We just need to take the screen share off. Yeah, it's working, but we just need to take the screen share off. There should, Haroon, at the top, go to the top. There should be a button which says stop share. There we go. I think you figured it out.
I got it.
Jalla.
Cool. Okay, guys. How did you guys find that information? I went through a lot there. I've been talking for 50 minutes, yeah. But how did you guys find that? Okay, amazing. Alhamdulillah, fantastic. Just comment what you're finding, how you're finding that. More motivated, amazing, boosted, awesome, interesting, great stuff. All right, really, really good feedback. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Should we just jump? I'm going to give like a few options for if anyone has any questions, feel free to jump in. Amr, Amr bhai.
It was nice hearing, honestly, this is my third webinar. This makes a little more logic because we started off with a point and I could see something different in the sense of your presentation as well. I'm not judging you here. You're more sound than the things, but it makes a lot more sense towards the target orientation. So I would suggest if we can also have a little understanding about overall market niches, which anyone can use in the group and it can be help to anyone. A little more about market analysis and how the business side work for this one. That is another thing what we can have a discussion to have a bit more understanding about the things. Rest today, yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
Awesome,
Thank you.
awesome. So my understanding is you're asking about the niches.
Yeah, I've seen the niches,
Mm.
but still, it's a big thing what we are working on, and the way you have portrayed it today, in the sense that we are making a big 100 people community and stuff like that, and there's enough in the market, or the juice is enough in there that we all can have a good share out of the market. So I'm just trying to understand that what kind of niches we can work on to. I have certain things in my mind going on, like
Yeah.
someone said dentist, I said that lawyers. What are the things you can think about, and what is the market actually good enough for the AI agency model?
Yeah. So okay. So in terms of the niche selection, right? So there's a few things I would say on this case. Yeah. So number one, like I tried to go as extensive as I could in the actual training. So what I would say is, for the time being, follow the training and select a niche, and then verify that that's a good niche with ChatGPT. Okay. Look at the pros and the cons, and then make your decision and roll with it. All right. Now, what will happen as we go along is, what we're going to do is we're going to create something called playbooks. Okay. So, for example, if somebody has a business and their agency is successful, let's say in tuition, we're going to have the whole step-by-step system on how to be successful with tuition, right? If somebody's successful with dentist, same thing. If somebody's successful with restaurants, same thing, and so on, right? So my goal is to have like 10 different industries. And the good thing is that we're going to get data, all right? So we'll be able to get real life data from these situations, right? So for example, let's say a few of you are doing dentistry, yeah, and you're going after them. We get the data on, the efforts that are being put in, and then we can see what's working and what's not working, right? And then we can share what's working, and so on and so forth, okay? And let's say, for example, even the dentists, yeah, we're offering this service to dentistry, and let's say there's 5 students, they're offering it, it's the same system, and we've got the playbook that we're going to implement, and each of the students are going to implement it. Guess what you can do then? You can also share the testimonials, or not even necessarily the testimonials, but at least the case studies. Yeah. Like, this was installed into this. This is installed into this. This is installed into this. So let's say 5 students are doing dentistry, and each 5 has, let's say, 3 case studies. Yeah. Because it's the same system, they can share it and just say, this is the same system used for all of these. And so then at that point, they've got way more case studies that they can present to a client, and they're going to be able to get to Wales even more quicker, right? So, I get your point. Inshallah, there's going to be more data, no analysis in terms of niches and so forth. And we'll be able to see, look, these are the top niches to go for. And, we're going to be able to, as time goes, align more and more towards that. Tika, all right.
Arun, a quick one. What do you think about the ChatGPT thing at the moment? The way people are using it, or the way it is being used, do you think it's a simple copy paste or an easy solution, or is it really relevant in being a professional world?
Okay, very, very good question. So ChatGPT should be your business partner. Okay, so ChatGPT, I think they did an analysis on the IQ, right? The version before was like a college student. This version is like a PhD level. Okay, so it analyzes all the data that you need and is able to provide it. All right, so 110%, it's smarter than everyone in this session today. Is smarter than everyone put together. All right, now just because it's free, maybe we don't value it, but it's there. But the other thing is, the thing that I feel that I've benefited the most with ChatGPT, and I feel the reason why people get it wrong, is it is also to do with the quality of the prompts. So the questions you ask ChatGPT is going to define the result. All right. So there's a lot of times where, let's say I ask it a question and it spits out information to me, because of my own knowledge and experience, I know that, okay, you know what, this needs to be different, this needs to be different. So then I ask it more questions to get it what I want, right? So I would say that it's about just using it and keep asking. Like when you ask it something and it gives you the first information, let's say I told it to make you a script for marketing, right? I would then go in and analyze it, and I would say, okay, I don't like this, I like this. Let me go and fix this. Give me another angle here. Things like that. So it's not necessarily just using it. It's about how effectively do you use it and how to ask even better questions. And then once you know how to use it properly, then for sure, it really, really does help. Cool. Any other
All
questions?
the time you have to pay for it for the service. Is it that?
No, it's free. It's free. You can pay for ChatGPT. There is a paid version, but it's free as well.
Thank you.
Cool. Any other questions?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. I had one, Harun.
Assalamu alaikum, Usman. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, very nice to actually chat to you for the first time. It's my first webinar.
Good.
Very
Yeah,
useful.
I think you've joined pretty recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, good to see you. And nice glasses. I think they're quite similar to mine.
Thank you. Just a quick question. You might cover this in a future module. In terms of like those of us who are already in full-time employment, in terms of when we set up a company, what's the tax implications? Does it explain that anywhere in the course? How does that work going forward?
Yeah, that's quite a common question I get when it comes down to people starting a business, and to be honest, it's like I understand why people ask it, but at the same time, it's quite irrelevant at this stage, right? Because you want to make money first, make money and then think about how you're going to manage it, right? But to be honest, it's quite simple. It's very simple. Part of the process is we do help you set up your business foundations. So like a corporation, all that sort of stuff that you need, a payment provider. So we get the foundation set up. And then what we would advise is, once your business is up and running, it's making money, then just get an accountant, right? So if anything needs to be done, just give it to the accountant and they do it. Yeah. Once you're making very good money, then, you're going to want to get like a tax advisor that would be able to guide you in terms of the best ways to manage things and stuff. But like I said, I would say focus on making money, and then down the line, the tax stuff will kick in. Like you normally do it like a year after your business anyway started, like months and months and months ahead. So it's not something you need to think of initially.
So another use case for ChatGPT as well. Probably.
To be honest, I like accounting is one of my weak areas. I hate it. And literally this week, I knew I was behind on like doing a few things, and I literally said, ChatGPT, what the hell do I need to do? Right. So I got the list. I literally did that this week. So I literally did this. So I got the list. I double checked it with Osman's better in accounting stuff than me. And then he's like, all you need to do is this. I was like, you just do it for me. And then I didn't even need to contact my accountant. Anyway, Kad, any other questions?
Oh, wa
alaikum salam, Adebay. Can you put your camera on? Oh, okay. I don't know. Is it vanished? Does anyone else have a question? Wa alaikum salam.
No, brother, Adi is still there. Still there.
Is it Mubin?
No, bro. Adi is still there. I think he still has a question.
Give me 1 minute, Mubin. Adi, where's Adi? I can't see Adi. Adi, there you are, my brother.
Yeah. Well, not a question really. It's related to the account you mentioned. As you said in one of your webinar, we are just like a family. So if we can assist ourselves in one way or the other, I think we should be able to. I know this is new. We're just starting. But in case anybody have any accounting issue or questions, which I can support for free, just let me know. I'm here to support in that area.
Mashallah. That is beautiful, guys. That is mashallah. I'm so proud of you, Adi. Like first guy to make a stand on helping the community. Thank you so much, brother. So really, really appreciate that. For sure. There you go. You've got a resource right there. And what do you know what would be even more amazing is once our businesses are up and running, inshallah, Adi can do all of our accounting You can do all of the accounting for us, right? And you know what? That's one of the things I want to do. Like if you like, for example, if there's a personal trainer in the community, yeah, they can train all of us, right? We should be paying him, it be a smaller amount or whatever, so that he can train us full time. Even if everyone put a little bit of money towards that, then there you go. Yeah. Same thing with Adi, you know, like if we all need accountants and we all give him income, you know, for us to do everything, then you know, it will benefit him and it will benefit us. That is the beauty of this community. Adi, one question for you, brother.
Yeah.
Brother, what teeth whitening thing do you use? Because mashallah, brother, your teeth are amazing.
Very funny.
You know, I've got these teeth whiteners and they're just not doing anything. So I'm like, mashallah, when I see good teeth, I'm like, alhamdulillah, Allah give me as good teeth, mashallah.
Thank you.
Got it. Okay. Mubin Bhai. What's going on, Mubin?
Assalamu alaikum, Arun.
Walaikum
Good, man.
assalam.
Good to speak to you again. It's not so much a question, Arun. What I wanted is basically, I've been speaking to Osman as well. What I'd like to do is for you to show me, you know, look at my website. I just wanted you to look at it and just give me some pointers and see if there's any advice that you can give me, brother.
Of course. Let's jump into Mubin's website. Okay. Cool. Let me just do that. I'm scared to share my screen now, but I will take the risk.
ChatGPT will help you out if anything fails.
Yeah, got it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Is this your website?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, all right, good stuff, bro. First and foremost, I just wanted to say well done, Mubin. Like, I know like you've been really engaged with Usman. You're taking a lot of massive action, and you know, I can see like you're so much positive energy, a massive action taker, which is really cool to see. And I can see like mashallah, you're driving forward in a really positive way. So well done. I see the energy. So you know, awesome stuff. And on that note, I just wanted to actually, you know, I'm going to do that afterwards. Yeah. No, I'll do it now. I just want to say a big shout out to Osman. Obviously he was unwell, but this week he's really taken an extra step to try to help as much of you as possible. I know he was very overwhelmed a little bit, you know, but he's done amazingly well. So massive shout out to Osman for the efforts that he's put. All right. So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so really good start. Okay, so what I can see is that we just need to develop that little bit of an eye in terms of like aesthetics and design, right, and branding. So if you one of the things I've mentioned in the past sessions is that the logo, and Usman, if you can make a note to add this to the training, so it's a square. We need to crop the image at the top of the bottom because it makes this wide space at the top, right? So it's very difficult from there. The other thing is this text is quite hard to read.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would, so where it says your key to AI solutions, I would I'll make it bigger. Maybe try and make a little bit more of a clearer font, right?
Yeah.
You can play around with it if you're fine with this one, but especially the text at the bottom is quite difficult to see. Yeah. Another thing you could try is maybe implement another color to this potentially, where you've got the word hotels in a different color, because if you've got like smart hotels booking, it looks like one word. So that might break it up a little bit and just might make it look a little bit cleaner and a bit easier to read on the eye. Do you see? Right? So I would say like when I'm coming, it's quite hard to see the logo. So I would say there's some improvements that could be made there as well.
Definitely.
Try a few different fonts, try a few little different colors, but definitely moving in the right direction. Cool. When you hover over these buttons, if your color is gold, these should be gold as well, because I think it's black, so then they just become invisible.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's an indent color.
Yes.
The other thing is the image that you've got in the background isn't really of any value. So I'm sure it looks like a nicer image, but I think it's hard to see. Do you see?
Yeah.
So can you see, like, there's no I can't see what it is. It looks like a swimming pool, but you can't.
It was supposed to be one, yeah.
Yeah. So you're just gonna need to update that. And just make sure that you can read this text from whatever it is, and maybe make this a bit more bolder, a bit more clearer, and so forth, right? For you, that's fine. I don't know is it just me or is it because I'm zoomed out a little bit? I'm at 80%. That's why. Sorry, it's my fault. Maybe it can be a bit closer. Yeah. All right. The other thing is, with these icons, it's a little bit inconsistent. So you've got one type of icon there, then it looks kind of a different feel, and this one's like neon, right? So I'll try to make the icons consistent, and also maybe just keep it the same color as the background or a border or something, or because it's like white and then a big red square. It looks it can be made a little bit more aesthetically cleaner, right? This is cool. You're starting to add in some nicer images for hotels. Just be aware of the white spaces that can happen. So maybe like either add more text or increase the size, or like, for example, like this ceiling here. You don't need to see the whole ceiling, right? Even if it was up to there, it would still look good. Do you see? So you can probably reduce the size, and then you can do the same here as well.
Brilliant.
Cool, right? Now, one of the things I just want to share with everyone is, and I mentioned this in the last session, just in case anyone mentioned it. So I gave everyone a bit of a template to use, just so that I can guide them in the training step by step, right? But what you could do is, if you're like struggling with design and making it look really good, what you can do is you can click here. Let me just make sure that, you can click here, new website. You can click from templates. Yours was a hotel, right?
That's right, yes.
Yeah, so yours is a hotel. So you can go towards like hotel, and you will find some really nice pre-made websites, right? So these are like a little bit more aesthetically done, and like the images and everything are a bit more aligned. Can you see? Yeah. Now, obviously, you like look at these images; they look really clean, and it's just all done for you, right? Now, obviously, this is for a hotel, right? So you're going to need to update it anyway to match what you're doing, which is an AI solution, right? Hotel. Let's just see hotel, right? So there is certain things that you're going to need to update, but once you've done it on my template, then you'll have the experience and the knowledge on how to quickly come in here and just edit this. Do you see? Right. So this one's like hotelish, but it's a bit more tech as well, right? And then you don't even need to search your niche. Let me just see if I searched in AI, what would come up, right? Maybe not. I saw something.
If you search agency or marketing, and sometimes it comes up.
That's what I was gonna think of. Yeah. So I saw. Yeah. So you've got like other ones as well that you can look into and stuff, right? And like what I would say, you guys are still, you can still see my screen, right? Tuition London. Okay. What you can do is you can go to Tuition. Let's say you're just going back to Tuition. Let's go back to Maps. All right. Now look at like these people here, right? Let's just see this person here, right? You've got their telephone number. Okay, they've got a website, right? So sometimes you'll find that they don't even have a website, right? So if you're looking at somebody, I think Tuition's, like, depending on your niche, sometimes they will have a website. You can just offer it to them and say you can build them a quick one, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, I built your website, and you just go to like Tuition, for example, and I'm just giving an example for everyone. Build them a Tuition website, add in their colors, their logos, and then say, hey, by the way, you don't have a website. I built one for you. Would you like to keep this? Right? I think I've spelled it wrong or something. Anyway, you get my point, right? So that's another way, another service you can offer to clients, which is just giving them a website, the pre-boot website and stuff. Cool. All right. So that was some feedback on the website. Any other questions? Any comments?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Adil here.
Yeah,
I just wanted to clarify, regarding the niches. So my understanding is that we just need to pick a niche to target, to see which niche we're gonna market into. And then the website needs to be generally that we're an AI agency, design agency. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I did a mock-up of a website. I've just messaged it to you. So maybe if you show this, it'll give a good idea to everyone that what kind of website sort of design we need to do. And it's actually should be a website that you're generally a marketing design agency. And then you just picking your niche that you're going to target that niche. So it could be restaurants. So your website doesn't have to show that you're like a restaurant sort of niche.
Yeah. So essentially what you're saying, let's say you only wanted to sell websites, now, then you can go in and you can, create your website in a way where it's like we design websites for restaurants, right? Yeah. Things like that. Is that what you're essentially saying?
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that you just need to make a general website that you're a design agency.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get the link? I've just texted it.
I didn't get it. Nope.
Let me try.
Adil.
I think Adil, did you chuck it in the Zoom chat, right?
Yeah, I put it in the Zoom chat.
Oh, you put it in the Zoom. I was looking at the WhatsApp group.
Oh, no, I put it in the Zoom chat. Can you pick it up from there? Or?
I hope so. Let's have a look.
So it's not my website, but I was just playing around of how a design agency website should look like.
Got it. Is my screen still shared?
Yeah, I can still see it. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Cool. Some reason my thing is crashing.
Okay. I mean, should I text it in the WhatsApp group?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's loading. So productize AI agency solutions, AI agency dashboard, get started today. Yeah, this is nice, definitely. So we look at their services, content, lead gen, smarter support, predictive analysis. So that's cool.
You got the plans as well.
You got the plans. So they're charging 6,000 a month. Dedicated AI team, white label solutions, 2,000 a month. AI agents. What just happened there? Okay. Multi-channel lead, AI training, priority. Yep. And then 10 agents, so on and so forth. Email automation. Yeah, cool. Got it. So it's a nice website, it's got what they're selling, which is cool. So it definitely gives a good eye on what other people are doing.
Yeah.
And one of the things I would say is whatever niche you're going for, look at what other people are doing in the AI space, right? Yeah. Who are your competitors? Keep an eye on them. Have a look at how their websites are. Have a look at their marketing messages, their prices, all those sort of things. Is going to be of you're going to learn a lot. Thanks, Adil bhai.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. You're welcome.
Cool. All right. Anyone else? We've got about 15 more minutes. So if anyone wants to jump in for some gupshup, feel free.
I want you to see mine, please, if you can.
Okay, sure. Brahim Zahir.
Yeah.
Okay, is my let me just find you. Is it Ibrahim? Yeah.
Ibrahim with B.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's fine.
Ibrahim.
Okay, yeah, found you. Where are you originally from, brother?
Morocco.
Morocco. Which area?
Mashallah. Labas? Kushevzian?
Labas. Someone else from Morocco?
No, his wife.
My wife is Moroccan, so I've been to Morocco many times.
From where?
Casablanca.
Casablanca. Me
Let,
too, and Marrakesh. Casablanca and Marrakesh.
Oh, mashallah,
get
mashallah,
Osman.
mashallah.
Can I tell them the story?
Go on then.
Okay, cool.
Go
Yeah.
on.
So let me tell you guys a quick story. Right? Is
Yeah.
my screen not? Let me stop sharing my screen. Hold on. Am I sharing my screen? Oh, God, this thing.
Yeah.
You are sharing your screen.
Give me a second. All right, cool. So Osman was taking ages to get married, right? So and then I was like, he's like, I can't be bothered and whatever, right? And he maybe like he obviously was looking around and maybe just not finding the right person. And then he kind of just gave up, and he was like, his mind, I could tell his motivation wasn't there. So I said to him, bro, I'll give you a strategy. I guarantee you will find a wife, right? And he goes, all right, cool. So I said to him, look, do this, yeah? And this is a really relevant strategy, yeah? And I guarantee if anyone's here looking to get married, this works, right? So what I said to him, listen, go on whatever app there is, yeah, where you do marriages and stuff, like finding somebody, Muzmatch or whatever, right? So get your account there, yeah? Once you've got your account, message 10 people a day that you feel are suitable, that could be potentials, right? Now, out of that week, that would be 50 people you've messaged, right? Out of those 50, maybe 5 of them respond per day, right? Out of 5 of them, you message a few, all right, it's a mix or not. Out of that, maybe, out of the 10 that you message, the 5 you're messaging, have a call with 1 of them a day, right? So you've messaged 10, yeah, 5 of them come back, you speak to them, only really maybe 1 of them may be really suitable. In a week, that's 5 girls that you would have spoken to as potential marriages, yeah? Now, in a month, that's about 20 leads. You know what I'm getting at, yeah? 20 potential leads. You're going to close 1 of them, right? Right? You're going to close somebody. And then what he did is something even more interesting. So Osman had a business where he was importing argan oil and selling argan oil from Morocco. So what he did is he took the same system and he applied it in another area, being a different country, right? So even in that scenario, I was thinking business mindset. You need to get leads, you need to contact leads, and it's a numbers game until you go and close somebody, right? The same thing would be the same thing when it comes down to the module, get my first client. You're going to use the same strategy Osman used to find his wife, right? You're going to message 10 people a day, all right? Out of that 10, you're going to have a few people. They're going to filter down until you finally you've got some people that you're going to offer the services to, right? Then Osman had a friend, okay, or somebody in his circle who was also looking to get married. I gave the same strategy to that person. A few months later, they were married as well, right? So it works, So it's the same thing. It's always a numbers game. Anyway, I digress. Brahim's website. Let's go into it. My screen is shared, right?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So same issue with this. There's a lot of space at the top and the bottom. So what I would say with the logo, it's a cool logo. It looks quite futuristic. But the way it says MedSpa then AI, there's a lot of space at the bottom. And what you could do is you could put the word MedSpa within this space here and then have AI. I would play around with it. It's definitely going towards a good angle, but just there's a lot of space at the bottom here that I think that aesthetically we can improve on, right? So Med spells AI.
Brahim, are you using Windows laptop or are you using Apple?
Windows.
Windows. Okay, I'll show you very quickly later on how to just crop your image very, very easily.
Okay.
No, I don't.
That will do.
Oh, sorry, Usman. I don't think it's a cropping issue for this one because I'm dragging it and it doesn't even have a background. Maybe
it might still have a cropping issue.
It might still, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Because if it's transparent, it might still, yeah.
So like I've got like OCD with things, right? So I like things to be in the middle. Like I'm very like aesthetic, right? So I can see like even this needs to be moved up to about here, just so that it's kind of aligned in it's got something here. So I think this needs a bit of design work, but it's definitely moving in the right direction. So this here, this title, so your background's very bright. So you're going to want to change the color. So this can be red, not red, the color, like you can read it. I like the fact that you've added the titles in the kind of same as the logo. So you're starting to build the brand. You don't have the logos at the top, so you can put that in blue. The buttons
I put them. That changed maybe.
Yeah, maybe you might just need to refresh it. Just put a nice relevant image here as well, and then just fix this space as well, right? But other than that, it's a really good start. When you hover over this, you've got the same issue that it's black, so you just got to fix that. But other than that, it's definitely moving in a good direction.
Okay.
So good stuff. Yeah, just needs a little bit more work, and I think it's you're nearly there, inshallah.
Inshallah. I still have an issue with the phone number. Yeah, I'm still with Osman, so I think I will be in contact with him to solve all the problems.
Yeah, Osman will have that. Other than that, Ibrahim, how are you finding the experience so far of being in the program, the training, the mentoring, the support? How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm I have good advance, so I'm learning a lot. I hope I can reach the goal, inshallah.
Inshallah, amazing, bro. Amazing, good stuff.
Can I have a feedback of mine website, Abdirahman?
Sure, I will. I just want to check one thing. I think Mohammed had his hand up for a very long time. Mohammed, did you?
Yes, I also wanted feedback, to be honest. I don't know how much time you have.
Got it. Okay. Can you put your camera on? Is that possible?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. I think you had your camera on before. Yeah. Let's just jump into these two last ones, and then we'll jump off. Somebody else had their hand up. I think I missed.
Yeah, I would also like to have a feedback.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. What I'm gonna do, let me get, I think Abdi, let me start with Abdi because he mentioned it first. So let me start with him, and then we can jump in. We'll fire away. Cool. So it was Abdi Ahmed, yes?
No, it's Abdirahman.
Abdi, is there a space?
Yeah, no, all together. Yeah, Abdirahman. Yeah.
Mohammed?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, brother. So I think my advice is going to be similar overall. By the way, everyone's did really good jobs with the initial phase. And it's just about making those improvements. So well done to you and the brother before, Brahim, as well, for taking action and really moving in a good direction. So same thing here, just needs the space. All right, one thing I would say, it's quite difficult to read the logo, so the text needs to be increased, right? It says lists IQ real estate. What I would say is the text needs to be bigger, and maybe just make play around with the font. You've got two different fonts there that are quite contradictory. So you've got like a modern font, and then you've got like a kind of different style font as well, right? So I would play around with this a little bit from that perspective, and just make it a little bit consistent. Just make sure that when you hover, the colors there. What I would do is, the image in the background, I would maybe try to use a bit more of a emotionally compelling image. So this image is not really too emotionally compelling. So if I go to, let's just say, if I go to real estate, okay. Let's just go to a random real estate. Let me write Chelsea. Okay, let me just have a look at maybe 3, and just have a look at the type of images that they're using, right? So look how like compelling that scene is. It's like, wow, that looks really, really cool. You look at the quality of the images are very nice. Okay, this guy's okay, right? Look at this image. It portrays an emotion. Okay, So what you've got is an emotion of people happy. You've got a family. You've got a bunch of kids, really like smiling. Okay. So, so what you need to think about is like, what image can you have that is a little bit more compelling rather than like a Lego toy? You see, right? So maybe have like a really nice looking house, or like if you're targeting estate agents, have like a nice image of some people that are like dressed up in suits, looking really smart and looking very happy because they're working in an estate agent and they're getting more sales, right? I would make the images a little bit more consistent. So you've got one image here, then this is a different style. So I would make the image like an icon, make them quite consistent. I would keep this text black and make these bullet points the same yellow color brand. And again, have a nicer image there that is like not a cartoon or something like that. Make it like a really professional looking estate agent images, right? Like you look at things like this, like estate agent, what they do, taking a family around, things like that, right? So I think that would work a lot better. And use I would say look at the color coordinations, because this color is like quite a bright yellow. But when you look at the estate agents, they use a very a kind of dull type of color, right? Rather than bright. Like you can see it quite like often. They're quite dull, yeah? Like blue, green, and so forth. So look at that. And I would say maybe try a different color. Try a different color that matches towards that. Cool? Cool. Does that help, brother?
Yes, that helps. Thank you.
Awesome. And same thing for yourself, brother. How are you finding the experience with the training and going through the modules and the support? How is your experience so far?
Very useful. It's a lot information, and I'm getting into it. So yeah, it's a lot.
Awesome.
Every day I'm trying. So yeah.
Amazing, bro. Really, really good. Keep up the effort. I know Mohammed and Masood wanted an update. I don't think we're going to be able to do it within 2 minutes. So what I would say, Usman, is number one is we can give them some potential feedback on the WhatsApp. And then if they come on the call, they can be the first ones on the next call from there, inshallah. Is that okay, guys?
So what I'll do is I'll send you both Loom videos, recorded videos, just analyzing your websites. And then what we'll do, if there's anything else you want feedback on, we'll make sure you both are like the first ones next time
Yeah,
around.
perfect. Yes,
And I know Talat also wanted us to review his site. And also Maimuna. So there was
there's
quite
too
a
much,
queue.
but you're overloading Usman now.
So it was quite cute, but it's fine.
Yeah,
We'll
please send
review
me
it.
too. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to.
don't worry. I'll do the review. I'll
Got
review
it.
it
Thank
first.
you so much.
Yeah.
Got it, guys. Okay. So inshallah, guys, really appreciate everyone's time and efforts of coming live on the call. We learned so much from each other. So amazing work from everyone. You've put a lot of effort in, you've taken a lot of action, and alhamdulillah, I can see week in, week out, you're developing, your mindset's developing, and mashallah, we're achieving so much together, and it's only going to grow from here, inshallah. So well done. I hope everyone found this session really, really beneficial. Again, I try to mix it up every week. I try to give you some more information. I'm sure you found today amazing. So inshallah, same time, same place next week. And do keep us updated in the groups. And if anybody hasn't set up their account yet with the Prophet Machine to get started, make sure you do it on this call right now, because that is what you're going to be pushed towards actually taking action like everyone else is. All right. So if there is anyone on the call that hasn't set up their account for them to actually start taking action, do it now. You can just Usman send the link before. I'll send it one more time, just in the chat now. So just go ahead, open that, get that account ready, and at least you can start taking action and moving forward, inshallah, right? To get access to the AI Agency Launch Club for free and see everything inside, click the link in the description.